There's a.
You the owner of the trailer, Miss Jackson?
It belong. It's the families.
You belong with now?
It's the families. It was my sisters.
No one live in it, right?
Not a time. We just using it for storage. We just want to keep it there, and we'll just clean it up and everything, and put curtains and things in it, and make it look livable. But we're still using it for storage.
Okay. Looking at the pictures here, lot of grass, lot of old trees drove up around it.
That's been cleared.
Yeah, I know. I was over there yesterday looking at it. So, it needs to stay like that, Miss Jackson.
Okay.
Not every 8-9 months, Scott have to come back up here and we have to write you old letters and stuff. So when you get someone to mow the grass in there, have them mow that area also.
Okay.
And the old truck. I'm looking at an old black truck. Where is it?
Behind the trailer.
Behind the trailer?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one?
I guess
Yeah.
that's the reason I couldn't see it from the road, huh?
No.
So from what
Okay.
I saw yesterday on the trailer wise, an old black truck is adequate. But they just need to keep it like that.
Okay.
So you don't need a motion on that. I guess it'll be the next one, Scott.
Okay. So on this one,
They didn't clean it up.
they've cleaned it up. Okay.
You want me to move on to 33?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 33, this Smith Ventures or Victoria and Eric Gray, some inoperable vehicles. She is also present if you want to speak with her.
Yes, I like you would hear what you got to say on those vehicles. Let it be good now.
No, those the vehicles in question are behind, you can't see them from the road, and they're my brothers. And I wasn't aware that they had to be, I wasn't aware it had to be, licensed, they had to be up to date as far as running and everything, but it's clean off around them. And like I said, it's behind the property that we own at 533 Yandale. And you have to come all the way up and go behind the house to even see them. So those are the two vehicles.
That belongs to you.
They belong to my brother.
Other. Now that was a whole line of vehicles over there. Who they belongs to?
Oh, no, that was just, I had a cousin that visiting here from Michigan that had one. We have a large family. So on that particular day, maybe, but no, actually just, he came out there today. That's who's there. I live in the mobile home that's attached to 543. And I own, me and my husband, at 533 is a building with, it should be like two trucks behind it.
Who at 581?
581, that's Manny.
Who?
I'm next.
Yeah, you the one got the long list of vehicles that
Okay.
with no tag on. I didn't see your vehicle when I went through there yesterday.
I drive a Rubicon, a maroon
That
Rubicon.
white truck on this picture here.
That's my husband.
So you all moved that behind the house.
It's always behind
I
him.
mean,
He drives that white truck every day.
oh, you ain't riding in this white truck I'm looking at.
Which one you looking at in a minute?
The second one. Wait a minute. You might, what the land on top of it? I thought that was the windshield. That ain't the windshield.
No, it's the windshield.
The white GMC truck, that's the one you riding in?
No, I got a Silverado.
Okay, that must be your brother's vehicle then. And you done moved it behind the house.
They've always been behind the house.
Oh, so there's a picture behind your house. I see you been cutting the grass at least.
Yes, sir, we do.
What brother plan on doing with it?
I've talked to him about it. He's getting them moved. I told him about we had this issue, and we didn't know it was an issue. until we got the letter and talked to Mr. Weeks. We didn't know we weren't in compliance. We didn't know that it couldn't sit there because it's not visible from the road. They've been sitting there, he cuts around it.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion to the board that we give you 90 days to get your brother get those vehicles up and running with a tag, or get them moved out.
Okay.
That's my motion.
Second.
Okay, now that is at what's your location, you,
533 Yandell Road is ours.
3-3, yeah, okay. So it's been a motion, now did you second that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all in favor of that motion? Okay. Yes,
90 days from the date now.
Okay.
All right.
okay. Now, you put about many.
581. We finna hear what she got to say now.
Next item is number 34, Minnie L. Smith and Robert L. Batamon. This zoning violation of inoperable vehicles located at 581 Yandle Road.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right.
Okay.
What's the deal on all those vehicles?
Okay, the two red trucks, both of those have tags. He didn't have it on there. I bought them in May. My son didn't put it on there. So he put it on there. I have a picture of it. And I'm in the process of putting a fence up around 4 of them. And like the little white car that you see, like a Nissan, we bought that for my niece. She's in college, and it needs a transmission. So we're in the process of getting the money to do that.
Okay. I see a burgundy Chevrolet. Look like it got a tag on it, but it probably expired.
Yes, sir. That's one of the ones we're gonna put behind the fence.
That's the one right now?
We're putting behind the fence.
Is it running?
It runs, but it needs some motor, but it will run. But you know, it smokes when you start it up, so she don't drive it until she can get the motor.
Okay. I think you see the Dodge Charger.
That red Ford, you sure it running?
Which one? It's 2 of them.
Well,
But
the
actually
one
it's-
that look like it got a half bed on top of it.
A half a bed.
A bed or something. You see that?
I'm looking for, I see a little black car.
I see one red Ford. I know it's probably running. It look pretty neat.
Oh, in the backyard? The one in the back? Let me see.
Can't tell where it
Oh,
is.
tell me that the one. The one that he's showing me?
Yes, that one right there.
Okay, that's in the backyard, but we put a fence up so you can't see it
Can we see it?
because it's facing, like when you turn on, you know, we're on the corner. So when you turn on Johnson Lane, you can't see in the backyard, so I put a fence up there.
You say you have or you going?
I'm in the process of putting it, like, I can show you the picture. We really ran out of time, but he got everything. We went and bought everything. We just came from Home Depot before I came here. So by tomorrow it'll be up.
Who put it up? Who lived there with you? You and your what?
My son and my husband.
Okay, let's go to this gray vehicle.
That's one of the ones that I put behind the fence. I put the gray, the white.
The white
It's 2
Dodge
gray.
Charger.
It's 2 grays. The white that was on I had them on blocks.
Yep.
Put the wheels on there, and we put it behind the fence.
Okay, in the long run, do you have plans to get them back running?
I don't know if you could see if he took a picture from the front, but that white car, the Charger,
Yeah.
it's been to the shop, and they couldn't fix it, and they told us that it would cost more than what it's worth. So we're in the process of, you know, trying to restore it ourselves, because Mac Height said that it wouldn't be worth them dealing with it.
It's a Charger, so right.
Yes, sir.
Mr. President, you had a recommendation here.
Well, you know, I understand, or I think I understand what she's trying to do. But, you know, when you start building fences and putting what anybody would consider, if it's not running, it's a junk car. If you start building fences and putting a bunch of junk cars behind the fence, you have in fact created another zoning problem because you're now creating a junkyard in a residential area. So that's that's not a good solution.
I don't consider them junk because like the one gray car, the Seabreeze, my cousin gave me that car and she died. So that's why I don't want to get rid of it. And like I said, a Charger, that was the car that I got when I was diagnosed with cancer. That's why all of it has sentimental value to me. So they're not junk to me.
I understand. I do understand. I felt like it must be something or some reason you're holding on to these vehicles that
Gonna cost more than the vehicle to fix,
Yeah.
like that Charger.
yeah.
I'm gonna say this to you and suggest to the board that you work with Scott Weeks on becoming legal out there with those vehicles. And that if you have to find somewhere else to store, since they got sentimental values, and you don't want to just get rid of them, the one that you bought for your niece or somebody that don't have a tag on it, buy a tag and put on it, and you'll be legal there. I'm gonna look at see what the board gives you 6 months to work with Scott Weeks to come within applying.
Is that a motion?
That'd be my motion.
I'll second that motion. Okay.
Do I have to come back here after or just work with
He
him?
gonna tell you whether you in appliance or not. So no, you wouldn't have to come back.
Okay.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye. Okay then, man.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And that's as best I can do. So make sure y'all keep it clean out there. Keep them cars away from the front. When they stop running, I sell mine because I know it ain't no good no more.
Well, thank y'all for coming in.
Thanks.
Okay, all right. Okay, Attorney Espy.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Good evening, Board. Got 3 items on the agenda. Number 35 is an interlocal agreement between the county and Ridgeland, city of Ridgeland, regarding participation or improvement of roads, 17 roads, and these are the same roads that appeared on the road plan, which were approved earlier in the meeting, up to $1.2 million reimbursement to Ridgeland. So the agreement has been downloaded, appears, and we would like to, I recommend approval of the interlocal.
Mr. President, I'd make a motion for approval.
Okay, I hadn't looked at the agreement. Is there some matching money or something that they're being required in this agreement?
It's up to, it's a cost share, it's up to $1.2 million from the county side. Whatever it costs to improve those roads.
Oh, okay.
County's capping at $1.2 million,
And Ridgeland
paying the rest, whatever the rest is.
the rest is, because the rest could be $5.
There's 17 roads there, so rest could be $5.
I mean, yeah, because there's nothing in this that indicates to me that there is a real cost share. There's an agreement here that Madison County is handing over $1.2 million to Ridgeland.
Mr. President,
I'm just asking, was there anything the regional was doing other than they were gonna, I guess use their bid process or whatever they do they were gonna actually do the work?
Yes, sir. In all of these interlocals that we usually pass, it's our participation agreement where we reimburse them once the roads are through. And I believe in this particular one, there's a mandate for an ending, and then they submit the invoice to us, so we reimburse them up to $1.2 million. And there's 17 roads, and it also says that they do the work completely. They can employ, private sector engineering companies, and that's in the agreement. But it's Ridgeland's project to complete by a certain date, and it's not only got to be completed by a certain date, but it's got to be finished, and all the paperwork has got to be completed by a certain date. In this case, it's actually end of next year. So this is pretty usual.
I know that we have had interlocals that we are asking that there's a match, and I didn't know, I hadn't read this, so I was just wondering, I was asking a question. I don't have a problem if everybody else don't have a problem, because it's coming out of, the funds are being utilized from
The road money that you approved earlier in the meeting.
Out of the district, and that's in his district. We just did 1.5 million on behalf of Ridgeland just a few weeks ago, a couple of months, I guess. But that's all.
Yes, sir.
There was a motion made.
Yes, sir.
Was there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Go for it.
And Mike, before you get into that, do we need to do an interlocal agreement between Madison and the county too?
Okay. Yes. Yes, okay. Well, I assume the roads will be the same roads that were approved early in the meeting?
So do we need an MOU or no?
Yes, you need interlocal,
All
and we could do it tomorrow, but I'll have that ready in the next meeting.
And Mr. President, there's not a match to this. Doesn't have to be, because this board did away with the match
Okay.
4 years ago.
That's why I was just asking.
Yeah.
Because you remember
was.
Years ago, we used to have.
It was a
match.
50-50 match.
50-50 match.
Yeah, and this board did
That's
away
what
with that in 2016, 17, 18, something like that.
But that's the only reason I asked, because I knew we used to.
It
do
did
that.
have, you're right, it used to have a match.
Yeah, because we always, when we give them, they get 50% of all of our road funds, millage that's inside the city limits, and that was one of the reasons why the match was always placed there, that we do a 50-50 when we have to do something. But okay, but anyway, it passed, and we're moving
No
forward.
second. No, there's no second.
There was no second.
Our vote.
Yeah,
It was a
Trey-
second.
Trey second.
Trey seconded, and everybody voted out, and then she came with the question about
I
Madison.
apologize.
So-
Now we're talking about,
Madison.
now we're talking about
Look.
Madison now, yeah.
No, we talking about Ridgeland.
But we're still talking about Ridgeland. I apologize.
No, I agree that
Me
in the
too.
next meeting, I will have an interlocal for Madison in the
Okay.
next meeting.
Yeah, good.
I got a question,
You withdraw your motion?
There's a motion on Madison, and I'll second it, and all in favor of Mike bringing that back, what he said he gonna bring back, and we'll approve it. Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, good. Let's move forward. Football game,
Since-
y'all, pretty soon.
question, since we back here on the road plan and in a local agreement and all that, I guess it's to Trey, and Sheila done already said it. The local agreement that you want brought back is the road that listed here on District 1, right? On
That
the
in,
sheet.
inside city limits of Madison.
Is Trey, are these your roads?
Yep.
All right, these are my roads on District 5. Carl, these your road, but it look like you might be $300,000 away. I'm trying to get to.
Well, I may not be able to get all this done, but this is what needs to be done.
All right, well, I want to make a motion that we approve this sheet, this road,
The road plan?
fund it, to fund it. And remember, we made a motion and it passed a little while ago up to $1.2 million.
Yeah.
For each supervisor.
Okay.
So that meaning this will be approved for everybody for
Yes, sir.
$1.2 million.
But they may not be,
Choose somewhere
Yeah.
on down the line.
This,
Unless prices drop.
here.
Yeah, we're making this thing a lot more
I think
complicated
the road,
than
I
what
think,
it
I
is.
think
I mean,
the,
really.
Better motion then.
I mean, what we already approved this, and we approved the 1.2 million.
No, we ain't proved that.
Now, what we approved was the road, the plan, that road plan that we approved is these roads. It's these roads. So, and then we approved the funding for each district of 1.2. Now, how these get done, you gotta do it within that 1.2.
if it's a county road, it's in the road plan, it's a county road, you don't need it in a local.
Yeah, you don't need
For that.
No, I'm not trying to get it on local. I'm trying to get my roads listed here on the funded list.
Basically, what needs to happen is, from that point, is that y'all just need to list your road as far as funding.
They here.
Well, no, we just approved the road plan. We didn't approve the road funding except with your motion to spend up to 1.2 million.
Exactly.
Now, the supervisors need to come back from the counties, if you have roads in the county, to come back and say, these are the roads I'd like to have on the funded road plan. And use that 1.2 million to do that with.
Well, all the money in the county.
Is all
already.
yours in the city, Trey?
Nope, I got 5 in the county, 4 in the
But there were
county.
four roads in the,
You need me to name these off and the price?
Are yours all yours in the city?
I have some in the, no, I have city and county.
Well, y'all didn't do y'all homework. Only 2 supervisors did the homework. It looked like it was Gerald and myself, because my roads are right here, and they funded.
Basically, what they asked Mike to come back in is in a local agreement with the city of Madison, and that will include Trey and Sheila's roads together as one, and he'll bring that back at the next board meeting, and we'll approve that as in a local agreement at that point with the amount of money that they choose to put in, with the roads that they choose to put in.
Okay, but I don't need a local agreement.
You don't need one, so only thing that you really need to do is put down the roads that you want to approve for funding,
They right here, and they got the.
So if you make that motion that those are the roads that you like to fund with your 1.2 million, that's
I
listed,
don't want to act like we in the beat system here now.
no, but if you want to make those roads,
I make that motion with one exception. Where you at, Tim? On Stump Bridge Road, it's not gonna be from 51 to Tupelo Road. It's gonna be from Davis Crossing to Tupelo Road.
but the dollar amount's the same.
Yep, dog, not the same.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion.
Did you
I'll
approve?
second that. All in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Okay.
And that motion's up to 1.2 million.
Yep, up to 1.2 million.
No, I thought we approved all of these roads as a county road plan.
We did.
But they wasn't funded. It's still funding.
So now we gotta double back and add funded to the motion?
That's correct. I don't know. I look at it being kind of overkill. If we approve these roads to the county road plan, and we approve 1.2 million to each supervisor's district to utilize on the roads within his district on the road plan, I don't see why we now having to do something else. Only thing I got is 1.2 million. And that was already voted on. Everybody got their 1.2 million, and you got your list of roads on the road plan. Why we can't just move forward? I don't see where it got funded when you said you got 1.2 million to work on. and you can work on them however you want to. You put $100 on the road if you want. It's up to you. Okay.
So, Counselor, do we need to break the county roads out from the MOU roads?
That's all.
I believe so. I mean, an interlocal is a cooperation agreement between the county and the municipality.
Correct.
Want me
So,
to
yes.
name the 4 county roads I got?
I think you got to break out roads that are not within the municipality, separate from the roads that are, you're working with the municipality to improve, because they're going to do the work.
So what does my motion for the 4 county roads need to be?
Well, maybe nothing, but, because those,
Guys, y'all want
I-
to communicate some before the meeting. We won't have to have this long discussion.
I think it's more the money.
Thank
You know, so you got $1.2 million, and you can decide how to use it. So if we do it interlocal, it's got to have an amount in there
Plan, so
about how much money you're going to reimburse Madison for the roads that are in Madison.
Okay, so what do you need me to do?
As far as the roads that are in the county and not in Madison, you don't need the lawyer for that. That's supervisors. The interlocal is an agreement reviewed by the Attorney General that allows us to cooperate with Madison for the roads out in Madison that they're going to do that we reimburse them for.
Trey, it's not anything to do right now.
I didn't think so.
Not right now, you're good to go until he comes back next board meeting with an interlocal agreement written up for the city of Madison.
Paul was doing all that talk.
I don't know, but
But I'll have it ready at the next meeting and we'll work it out.
I think
thank
we're
you.
fine with the motions that were made. The roads are captured, and the money is put out.
Mr. President, what's the next item?
Mr. President?
The next item,
Mr. President, next item is 3637, and these are both
yeah,
requests from the Madison County Drug Court for you to approve contracts for services being rendered to the drug court. Number 36 would be for drug treatment services, and number 37 would be for drug testing services. And I reviewed both contracts, and they're in accord, and I recommend approval for both of
Make a
them.
motion for approval.
that's second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Is that on both of them?
That's on both of them.
36 and 37.
Yeah, it was on both.
37 is drug testing, 36 is drug treatment.
Shelton Vance, please.
Ronnie, did you get that motion for both of them?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. President, board members, I would like to address your attention or direct your attention to item number 38. You may recall that we have not offered fire protection contracts to the fire protection districts for this term. We attempted to do this earlier in the year, but were delayed. So I sent you an example, and I've got the contracts to present to Camden, Farm Haven, Valley View, Kearney Park, South Madison, and Southwest Madison, if you would like to approve offering these contracts to those districts.
Motion.
Is that second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next item is an Office of Justice Programs grant, and Judge O'Neill is here. I'm wondering if she would like to speak to that grant.
Motion approved.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Judge
Have
O'Neill.
have a good evening, Judge.
All right, item number 40 is our certificate of substantial completion of the courthouse grounds with our contractor, Harris Construction.
Motion.
Is that second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
The next item is approval of travel and related expenses for the election commissioners, including, shoot, I can't think of what it's called.
What, the lawyer?
I'm sorry, I can't think what you call, including scooters, including scooter rental at the hotel for navigation around the hotel for the 5 election commissioners to a conference in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Motion.
Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second?
Including the motorcycles? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And item number 42 needs to be pulled. I just realized that when that was turned in, it was turned in blank. And I need to bring the completed document to you.
Okay. Okie dokie. Our comptroller.
Every time Monday night,
Yeah.
Monday night football.
Monday Night Football, getting there shortly.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
Good
The
evening.
first item I have is number 43, which is the budget amendments and the interfund cash transfers.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next items are 44 through 46, which is the general claims docket and 2 payroll dockets.
All in favor?
Motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
And the final item is number 47, approval of the fleet chlor claim docket.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. I think so too. That's what we get ready to do. Yeah, there you go.
Nothing, Mr. President, from Chancery Clerk.
Okay,
That go in there. Go in
Randall
executive
Tucker,
session.
do you have anything?
No, nothing from the
Hey,
President. Now you got the sheriff next.
let's see.
Only one item, and I have given your clerk a copy of the inmate meal log for October of 2021, if we could acknowledge that and add it to the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Where are we now, Shelton? I'm in old business or new business? This is old business we on?
Whichever one you want to classify, sir.
Let's classify it as both.
Okay.
So we want to bring nothing back up. Okay. I see you have some guests here.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't have either old or new business, but we've got a couple of executive session items.
Okay, well, there's no old business and there's no new business, so we got an executive session. Let's go, a motion for a close determination.
Motion.
Is there a
Second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, where is,
What is litigation, but it's 3 minutes.
yeah,
I can get that done first.
well, we gotta get everything shut down. Where's my shutdowner?
Wayne is shutting it down from upstairs.
Oh, he can do that now?
Yes, sir. But we have a personnel/litigation matter.
Yeah.
with